At Tiguac Cemetery, the grass may grow quietly, but the paper trail is screaming. A KUAM news investigation reveals comfort cuts owned by Frankie, Rosalin, and Charissa Tenorio, two of the seven indicted in the recent high-profile pandemic funds fraud case, was repeatedly paid far above legal limits, billed twice for the same work, and even pocketed thousands for jobs never done. The most recent violations stretch into fiscal year 2025, where records show DPR approved inflated invoices month after month. In January, a dry season capped at 1,650, Comfort Cuts was paid 2,475 for just one cut, not two cuts required. But the red flags go back years. In November 2020, at the height of the pandemic, DPR's then director, Roki Alcantara, approved an $11,700 procurement for Comfort Cuts to cut the grass twice. They skipped November entirely, yet they still got $5,850 for work they didn't do, claiming instead to have mowed in December. Weeks later, they submitted another invoice for a second December cut with no date, just the words "services provided for December," and it was paid the same day. The 5-year Tiguac Cemetery contract signed in April 2021 was supposed to cap yearly payments at $24,750. But by fiscal year 2024, DPR had doubled that to $49,500, despite Comfort Cuts performing less than half of the required cuts and violating the contract's 40-hour completion rule. Even in a short-term contract from April to September 2023, worth $24,750 for just 6 months, DPR paid the maximum monthly rate of $4,125. DPR Director Angel Sablan addresses how these overpayments happened.
Believes that there was a period where the invoices that we were receiving totaled the whole amount of the two cuts plus 3 cuts a month that the purchase order had been issued for, which had amounted to around $4,125. And for those 6 months, those were the payments that were made until I realized, I said, wait a minute, our contract is for 2 cuts on dry season and 3 cuts on wet season, and this amount was for the total amount, combining the two. And so we've already corrected that, but for those payments that have been overpaid, I am going to seek for the company to remit that money back to the department, the portion that was overpaid. And of course, if we don't get a response or if they refuse to remit that back, then we'll have to have other process that we have to go through to redeem that money.
Sablan says Comfort Cuts will be told to pay back the excess. If they refuse, the case will be turned over to the Attorney General for possible action.
We're going to continue, of course, to follow up on this.
Joan Aguon Charfauros, KUAM News.